Well, hello and welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. I hope everything's okay. For you guys out there, okay, major shifts are taking place. Major shifts are taking place. Bless it. We are thankful. We are thankful. Listen, the safety directions are down below. Make sure to check those out. Shout out to the new people. Shout out to the Hard Rocks. Check those safety directions out and, okay, just to be on the safe side. All right. Now, let us pray. Let's clear the air and then pray. All right, get into chill mode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, headphone people, if that was too loud. Awesome. Okay, I'll be needing that bell. Anybody? All right, I'll be needing that bell. That is fantastic. All right, let's adjust the music. Hey, it is Jazzy Sunday, everybody, when I'm filming this. So get some of that Jazzy Sunday juice on you, all right, for the week ahead. We dedicate ourselves and this conversation with the ancestors, with the Creator, to generating the energy of peace, bringing clear our creative potential, and seeing behind what appears to be obstacles, things clearly as they are. All right, we call forth accurate answers, accurate interpretations of those answers, and the wise and skillful application of the guidance we receive here today. All right, fantastic. So let's talk about downloads, shall we? While I shuffle these cards, let's talk about downloads. The Haitians are eating cats, apparently, according to some. And what I thought was interesting, Black family, is that New Orleans came up because of the Super Bowl halftime show, right? And Lil Wayne. And then the Haitians are in the news too. So are you picking up on the common denominator there with the voodoo, with the New Orleans voodoo tarot? Are you feeling me? Not that the tarot has anything to do with it necessarily directly or whatever, but I'm just saying voodoo, the Orishas, more ancestors. You feel me, right? But the way that they connect to the continent, I'm gonna go ahead and guess, because this deck is about the entire Middle Passage, the entire transatlantic passage, and who we became, through all of that experience from the continent to the States, all through the Caribbean to the States, right? Okay, cool. So that put a thumbtack in that, all right? I don't know where that's going, but that we could see that light from space. The presidential debates. Oh my gosh. And how my girl Kamala was Debo. Anybody? Did anybody see her Debo this dude for his whole lunch money? His whole lunch money. Oh, did we see that? Okay. Just saying. All right, so let's move on. Just saying, it's in full swing. All is well. Things are well. What's happening here? Okay, let's get the basic bottom line, what we're talking about here this week. Ancestors. Thanks for being here, Creator. Thank you so much. Huge transitions. There's a major lunar eclipse coming up, I believe, on the 17th. Full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Pisces is the magic mirror card, I think. And Pisces is also the High Priestess card. Okay. Energy. What I know off the top of my head there for Pisces, and that's pretty magical. That's pretty magical. And full moon eclipse, so it's the last eclipse, and I mean to now, life is completely different in so many ways. I mean, in so many ways, so much has happened since the last eclipses. So this is a big one, y'all. It continues to be huge. All right, ancestors. Sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. I mean, not that I like things to go wrong. I don't, obviously, right? But for the right reasons, very promising. Very promising. Let's read that. You've been wanting life to get better, right? Okay, check. All right, so far so good. We often forget that in order for things to change, the status quo needs to get shaken up. It sure does, says the rebels. All right, absolutely. Which rebels? The Americans. All right, absolutely. So, the stuff that no longer serves us needs to leave to make room for the good shit. Now, they did say that a couple of readings ago. You know, you had to have the tower to get rid of the old shit. They did say that. As we well know, Hard Rocks, shout out to the new people, we all love the phoenix rising from the ashes. But we forget the part where her nest is a bonfire and she's on fire and shit is scary as fuck. I don't forget that part. Children of God, do you forget that part? I don't be forgetting that part. That's all I could think of half the time. Okay, absolutely. Remember, you want to be a phoenix. You got to learn to love the fire. Damn. I like that. Well, you know, my Heart Rocks already know how we get down here. We are the spiritual thugs. It's spiritual thuggery around here. Behind the black veil. That's how we do it here. All right? Absolutely. We know that. Absolutely. Well, you're doing it right. Was you worried? Was you worried that something was going wrong? You're doing it right. Apparently, children of God. You're doing it right. See, that's interesting. Okay, now the reason why that's interesting to me, let me talk to you about these bracelets. This is coming from a place called Otter Spirit. They've decided to sponsor your girl. Okay, absolutely. So this is supposed to be the Libra pack. All right, we got aquamarine, rainbow, moonstone, check me out, and rose quartz. All right, so what we're gonna do here today, is we're gonna see how the energy plays into the reading here. All right, and I'll give you a little report on my inner downloads, and you pick up on it with the reading, okay? But those are the stones, so check the meaning of those. And also, this is the Libra pack, so they've obviously got a pack for everybody's zodiac sign. Let's see what time it is. So far, cute. So far, cute. And you can feel the quality so far. All right, fantastic. Let's see what it does here. Ancestors, could you link it in? Could you plug in to everything and hook it up? All right. They're going to hook up the technology for us so it works like a charm. All right, fantastic. Ancestors, could you break it further down here? Sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons. That is the tower, ladies and gentlemen. That is the tower. That's the transcript of the tower. That's basically what that is. That's the tower in language, in English. Break it down. And you'll be smooth sailing. Hello? Right. Okay. Yeah, so just so long as we understand. Wasn't that the card for last week? I feel like I've seen that in this area just recently. Anybody? That's interesting. Already it's interesting. Already it's deep. Okay? Mercy and grace of safe passage. Divine favor. That was here. Y'all, it's crazy. You cannot know how many readings I've done since then. And then I just shuffled in front of your face. What do you want from me? Do you feel me? Okay, let's go further. All right. I'm getting this sensation things look very different. Things are changing in some very big ways. And maybe we feel unfamiliar. That's reasonable, right? If everything is changing. You feel unfamiliar with what you're seeing. But here's what it's not even the thug it out card. This is the mercy and grace of safe passage, smooth sailing card. Do you feel me? Even in the thugging it out card with the fiery boat, Okay, for those of y'all who know, the fiery boat going through the lava, even in that one, you'll be fine. But I mean, it's not even the thuggery boat. It's going wrong for the right reasons. So maybe you're glad. Maybe this is good. You're glad. I don't know who it's going wrong for then. All right, but let's move on. Oh, I'm gonna get somebody else from this card because this is doing what thou wilt, doing what you and only you can do. This is personal will. This is guided by the spirit. Clear road, guided by the spirit. So I get the sensation you are letting the tower fall. And frankly, it's really none of your affair. You know, these are some smooth sailing colors, right? Pastel, so breezy, right? So boom, that's the feeling I'm getting here. It's a breezy feeling. Okay, bracelets, technology plugged in, ancestor. Come on now. All you have to do is ask when you're a child of God. Amen? So, walking a clear road, guided by the spirit, in your higher mind, guided by your higher conscience. Feeling irie. I'm getting irie right up in here. All right? Absolutely. When you are really able to enjoy your peace. Anybody ever had peace where nothing was particularly going on? There's no reason why you can't calm down, relax, whatever, get some rest, deep breathe, whatever you're into. But you're just like hopped up on, I don't know, anxiety or stress or, whatever might be going on in your life, but you're not relaxed. You're not enjoying your peace. That's the sensation. I get a sensation of enjoying your peace. Pursuing your peace. Pursuing. Especially in this card. We're pursuing in this card, but we are leisurely. It's Jazzy Sunday in this card. It is Jazzy Sunday. Every day in that card. Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, then you pop out the boat, you go on to shore. You dig it? Maybe do a little souvenir shopping. I don't know. Are you traveling? This is certainly a travel card. All right, get off on your floor, but it's that breezy flavor right there. So whatever the tower is, it's got nothing to do with you insofar as that's not your tower. That's not. I get the sensation you were holding that tower up, and the only reason why it was up was because you were there holding it up. That's the sensation that I get. And I get the sensation that you have hopped on the ferry and you decided to take a little cruise, or you decided to take a little vacation from the bullshit. Look like here. All right, get off on your floor. Let's move on. Because you could see the root cause clearly. Yeah, you was like stand clear of the closing doors. That's what it looked like here. This looked like stand clear of the closing doors. All aboard. Absolutely. Yeah. Seeing the root cause clearly. There's nothing more to say. There's nothing more to discuss. This is the sensation that I'm getting, but I'm not getting, I don't know if it's, anywhere from mild to cataclysmic. You know how it is. Everything's on the spectrum in my readings. Right? So, facing your fears. Yeah, okay. Facing your fears. Letting the tower fall. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's like a lighter version of the energy you would see in the Devil card, where we're throwing caution to the wind, uncaring about the effect. This is a lighter, sweeter version. It's more divine. It's legitimate. I get the sensation. There's legitimacy to this. Okay, let's go on. Okay, here's the thugging boat. Here we are. You already thugged already. Oh, you're done thugging. This is the experience you're trying to have now. I got you. I got you, baby. I got you. We're trying to be smooth sailing around here. Matter of fact, we've made a decision. We've made up our mind. We're pursuing it here in this card. Do what thou wilt. Clear road, guided by the Spirit. This is well-informed decision making right here. Absolutely. It's well-informed. Why? Because we've thugged and we've gone through the hard times here in the Thug It Out card. This is the thug boat. You know, this is the love boat. This is the thug boat. Okay? Absolutely. You are getting off the thug boat and you are getting onto the love boat. Hello? I know that that is right. Okay? I know that that is right. That's interesting. Okay? Yeah, that's giving me rose quartz. Libra juice. Okay? Libra juice. Okay, fantastic. Moving along. Judgment. See? Decision making. Decision making. Respect. Respect. That's mandatory. That's mandatory. You don't have to hold up no tower that was raised in some kind of way that's disrespectful. Or it stands for something disrespectful. You don't have to uphold disrespectful principles for you and nobody else. You know, it strikes me as like when you try to be nice to somebody and you don't say some shit. And you're just like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to do you a favor and I'm not going to say nothing. You know, it's that sort of thing. Because you know what? Smooth sailing. That's why. You know, I get the sensation you've been through enough shit. That's what I'm looking at here. Judgment. Final judgment. I'm good and all the way done forever with the bullshit. With the hard times. With the thugging. I think I made my point with the thugging, says the children of God. I think we made our point. Getting through the hard times, how we get through the hard times and the whole divine favor thing here. Yeah. Because you see the root cause clearly. Now, last week we discussed that it was a gift to even be able to consider enlightened action. Right? So not only have you considered it, but you've now made up your mind to pursue it. Okay? In this particular situation, I suspect this is a matter of application in a particular situation. Okay? Hashtag bars. All right. Side note. So, all right. Let's continue. Pulling out the listen, you are the captain now is what I'm seeing here. Shout out to the continent. Do you feel me? Shout out to the continent, because Africa is coming up so hard right now. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. We really just need to find a way to figure this all out and get this all together. I really think so. Oh no, hold on. Someone's calling. No. Bad timing, someone. What's happening here? No, bad timing. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. Hang on. Let me do not disturb this thing. Bear with me. Bear with me. Alrighty then. Do I still have you? Was you? Oh no. I hope you weren't cloudy that whole time. If you were cloudy that whole time, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about that. Alright. Well, anyhow, moving along. Reaching for the staff of your destiny. You are the captain now. Facing your fears. Ready for anything. Ready? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is serious. It's a serious business. I can't even say everything I'm seeing here. All right, so FYI, put a thumbtack in that. I know this is a takeover of yourself, of your path, of your destiny, of your way, of your decision, of your own mind. You've made up your mind in some situation, children of God, and you're letting the tower fall. Okay? Sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons. So maybe whatever it is that caused you to make up your mind, it was about that time. It was about that time for the hard times to be over. Calling judgment, ability to see the root cause clearly. Also on the floor where there's some kind of problem or problematic person or persons. Somebody was trying to get over. But what the devil meant for evil, God meant for good. Amen. The very same thing, the very same event, done with the intentions to cause harm, can turn into God's miraculous grace. Amen. Because we've made up our mind that that's what it's going to be. Look like here. That's what it's going to be. We will control our own narrative. Look like here. All right, let's go on. Yeah, standing on business, quite standing on business with the Emperor card here. Can you see that? Okay. How? Right. Why standing on business? Yeah. So somebody may have been trying to give you a hard time. Maybe it was illegitimate, mild to cataclysmic. Maybe it was like, no big deal on one side, or maybe it was. I don't know. I can't say that it was no big deal. I don't think that's accurate because the ancestor card is here. So, big deal. All right. Also, Excalibur. We're going through the hard times and we're thugging. That's a pretty big deal. And we got the Emperor, and that's one of the biggest deals. Okay, absolutely. So, the very urgent need. I don't want to say urgent. I don't know if it's urgent, but this is a need. The mercy and grace of safe passage anytime. That's you want to have one of those in your back pocket at all times if humanly possible. So that really does elevate the game a bit. There's a bridge. We're going to build a bridge somewhere. We're knocking down this tower and we're building the bridge. Get off on your floor. I'm not sure what the details are in your world, but there's a bridge somewhere. Because here, I'm sorry, bear with me. I'm just flying around my mind and analyzing what I'm feeling. Okay, this guy. This is Dr. John. This is the Magician card, the official Magician card in my deck. As above, so below. Here, can you see that? Okay. How? As above, so below. He's building a bridge. He's beating the drum. He's creating a bridge for the ancestors. That's what they say in this card there. He's creating a bridge for the ancestors to get between realms, back and forth between realms. This is a vessel. All right. We're traveling between realms and we have, okay, the bridge is being built. That's what I see here. The bridge is being built. It is so. Final judgment. I see. Okay. So we see what has to happen here. Okay. Somewhere you decided, you saw what needed to happen here. Okay, I don't know how this works for you in your personal life, but I see that that's what you saw, children of God. You saw what was needed. You saw what was necessary. Okay, and then here is where you made up your mind that you was done with the bullshit. Okay. All right, let's let that rock for a minute. Profound realization of self. Look at all of this. You feel me? Are you picking up on this? It's like resolve. It's like resolve. Like internal resolve. But then check that word on many layers, though. That's meaningful. All right. Here you need resolve. Excalibur. Doing what thou wilt. Getting on the road. Road is clear. Let's go this way. I think I'll turn that way. I'm going to wait 5 minutes and then I'm going to go this way. Making decisions for your own path. Reaching for the staff of your destiny. Taking control of your present and the future going forward. Here, the judgment card. Like, all right, It stops here. All right, we're doing this now. Oh, right there. And then the profound realization itself, Hierophant. It's powerful. It's powerful. These are two powerful institutions, is what I'm getting here. These are two powerful institutions because, of course, the Hierophant is God on earth physically, right? Like Allah, the pastor, the Pope, religious figures and or institutional figures of power. And then, of course, the ancestors are an institution of power. If we understand the ancestors and their spiritual job description, right? The function that they perform. And then Dr. John is here. We're going to find out more, but somehow you're building a bridge, children of God. There's some sort of anointment. This is an initiation card. Okay, this is an initiation card, profound realization of self. You're coming into consciousness of something. It's institutional. You're coming into maybe power. You are connecting something. It's a connection. It's like a circuit is the sensation that I'm getting. It's a circuit. It's a travel way. It's a travel way. It's not just one trip kind of thing. It's many trips. It's a travel way. It's a path. It's a pathway. It's well traveled. I get the sensation. All right, get off on your floor with these. Sometimes everything, it's a new travel way. It's a new way, a new path, and you're shutting down the old path. Or something was shut down, you know what I mean, for you. Or, there was some sort of detour. And it's all good, apparently. Okay? Like, oh, okay, you know what? It's all good. It's one of those. Let's go for death of the ego. Death, something is over. Something is over, y'all. It's something that you used to do. I get the sensation. It's somewhere you used to go or a way you used to do it. We're not doing it like that no more. You have decided, or you will decide. This is critically important. Maybe you felt like something was going wrong and you're done. This is the wrong way. I get wrong way. I get wrong way out of this. Like in a larger, nutshell kind of sense. This is the wrong way. A sense of direction, travel, movement, transition. Especially here with the death card. Shout out to everybody who died recently. But there's some part of you, children of God, that is never going to be the same. There's some part of you that is dead. And I get the sensation it's the thug. Not because you won't need those skills, but it's not just the thug. It's not the thug, because the thug is incorporated into the Hierophant for me. And the thug, in this, how the way the energy is coming together. And also the thug is incorporated into the Emperor. Okay, again, you are the captain now. You have decided to take something over. And all of these are cards of precedent. Weren't we setting precedents last week? These are cards of precedent, right? So the Emperor, right? So you are planting your flag, so to speak, right? Establishing your territory, or reinforcing the laws of your territory, right? But it's more of a flying a flag kind of thing, in that it's partially symbolic and partially literal, right? Okay, cool. Hold that. Let's go over to, again, institution. Emperor. Institutional power. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons. Wow. You know what that makes me feel like? That makes me feel like we're about to see the creator do some like really brilliant shit, you know, where we have to, where we can relate better to the creator's vision. So God is about to do something brilliant. And you know what I think it is? I think that it's the way things are incorporated, right? Because that's one of our magic words today. Plugging it in, incorporating, lacing. I want to say lacing in a good way. In a good way. Okay, let's get away from lacing. Anyhow, I feel like you're God's secret weapon, but it was a secret. It was even a secret to you, kind of thing. Or there's some sort of secret weapon, but in a good way. In, you know, not in a bad way, in a good way. Something that makes it okay. All right, let's just get a segue. All right, we're gonna take it to the bridge. Okay, I just feel like this is great and grand. Death of the ego. Face your fear. You know what this also makes me feel? That feeling of, is it going to be okay? You know, am I going to be okay on this new uncharted course? I get the sensation. This is what it feels like. Like there's a level of relief at whatever you're leaving behind, at whatever you're letting go of, at the changes that you're making inside yourself, inside your life, to your path, the way you step onto your path. I want to say the way you step onto your path is the newness that I'm detecting. How you show up in your skin is the newness that I'm detecting. And also I get a sensation of the world changing with this bridge business. It's kind of like making a consistent sound, because there's rhythm here. He keeps the rhythm. He's the rhythm keeper. And the rhythm creates the bridge. They travel over, I want to say the sound bridge. I want to say the sound bridge. Okay, and you see, Hierophant, priest. There's some sort of priest that's gonna do the passage. He's gonna build the bridge. I get a presiding judgment. Okay, something is deep. Okay, so you get some sort of, okay, you're making judgment. There's a lot of judgments. It's a lot. It's a lot of judgments. And sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons. Okay? Can anybody place that in their lives where, let's say you've been discovered, found out about some shit, right? And then that issue brings a really important issue to the forefront that everybody was feeling uptight about in the world, let's say, or, you know, or whatever, in the family, in the business, whatever. Okay. And then finally somebody gets found out, and then it's like, you know what? Let's talk about this. Let's discuss it. You know what I mean? Let's discuss it. And then nobody has to be uptight about it. Nobody, if they run into this sort of shit, has to ever be uptight ever again. Okay, that's giving me paving the way right now. That's giving me paving the way, especially with the ancestors being here. Here's the barons, right? Right here with the death of the ego energy, right? So it's like something that, it's like if you get embarrassed, like if you trip or you fall or you know, get clowned in public. I mean, nobody likes that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, everybody has felt that. Everybody. Which is kind of the reason why it's weird that people are so judgmental, right? Because do you like to be judged like that? Like, why are we living at that level? Why are we down here? when you already know you don't like that. So you'll let yourself live like that just to be able to make somebody else feel that? You see what I'm saying? When people are like, I feel like lazy emotionally, lazy psychologically lazy. Like they don't want to do the work to get over it, you know? And to realize, I mean, I'm I'm nutshelling, I'm generalizing. But I just feel like that's too simple. That's too easy of a problem to solve. Is, have some compassion. Like Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne. Now the fact that he's so hurt and broken, all right, over this whole not being chosen for the halftime show thing. I mean, most of us are probably like, really, dude? Come on. I mean, there's 1,000 things we could say that would be the reason why he shouldn't feel so bad, right? Okay. But, all due respect to his feelings. That's legit. He's an artist and he's sensitive about his shit. That's legitimate. You feel me? But that's neither here nor there, says Jay-Z. And I quite agree with him. It's neither here nor there, bro. This business. It's not a game. And it's political. And it's not a game. And it's bigger than Jay-Z. And it's not a game. But it's a game, but it's not a game. Okay, you feel me? Okay, so I'm getting that. I'm getting the sensation of where it's like, if somebody doesn't like it, whatever. Like for instance, black people always eating fried chicken. Yes, we are. Yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you will never hurt my feelings talking about how much I love fried chicken. Yes, I do. I love it. Who don't love it? Hello? Right. Calm down. Who don't love it? Right. Okay. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about fried chicken. When's the next cookout? Anybody? When's the next cookout? While we on the subject. You see, now they might have been trying to really disrespect you and make you feel some kind of way about being who you are. Right? And then everybody's like, oh, yeah, black people, fried chicken, oh my God. And, okay, and it's like, ah, shit, here we go. Everything's going wrong. Now everybody's, focused on the wrong shit. Now we're not having fun at the cookout anymore or whatever, right? But for the right reasons. Or now we're not having fun anymore. Now it's for the right reasons. Now we're talking about cookouts. So, okay, did you pick up on all that? All right? Like, how can we turn it breezy? How can we turn it breezy? Because as a child of God, you already have the mercy and grace of safe passage. You already have that. So all you have to do is get up and decide to pursue it. Look like here. You have to just make a judgment. Okay, let me build a bridge to another dimension and just be sitting at the cookout instead of with these fools. Or let me teach these fools how we do it so they could love fried chicken too and stop playing with me. Okay, out here. Do you feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the segue, which I said 30 minutes ago. Forgive me. I just wanted to get these cards in there. So, ancestors, could you wrap it up for the YouTube people? Pretty please. For the YouTube people, here's the basic bottom line. There is, okay, I was going to say that earlier. There is potential here. Now, in terms of the world, people they've been through the hard times. People are traumatized from the shit they've been through with the institutional powers here. Okay? I'm getting death and taxes. Hello? I'm getting death and taxes. Here's death. Okay. Here's the taxes. Because, the Emperor card, very strong. Very don't make me come down there energy right there. And then here's you. Profound realization itself. Death and taxes. This is what I see. All right? But here in Massachusetts, where I live, you know what we said here? Once upon a time? There's no taxation or without representation. Is that what we said? I think that's what we said. Right? And then we all smoked weed or we dumped it in the river, or however the story went. You know what I'm talking about, right? So no taxation without representation. We were being taxed, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I see. We were being taxed. Everything was going wrong. We were being taxed. On some kind of spectrum, mild to cataclysmic, get off on your floor. This could be personal. This could be, societal, communal, professional. Get off on your floor. All of the above. Okay? And so it's legitimate that we're like, you know what? Done. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I don't care. Let the tower fall. I don't care. You feel me? But hey, the earth said, I know you don't care too much, but I still care. Amen. Shout out to you, the earth. Hello? Anybody? Won't you join me and shout the earth out right now for supporting our ass all these thousands of years and still bearing fruit. And still bearing fruit. You're welcome, says the earth. Do you feel me? That's the mercy and the grace of safe passage right there. She wants to be treated better. The children of God want to be treated better.